right, you need to stop doing this. Tell me if this rings a bell or if you're this type of person. Because if this rings a bell, then it probably is you. You probably this type of person. Let's say your friend's going through a problem and you're first one there to give advice. You think your advice is spot on. You think you've got spot on advice and maybe you've gone through it before or something similar. So you've dealt with it and you just give your advice to them. And they take that advice and they're like, oh yeah, that'll be fine. Like, I'll try that. Yet they don't. They do the exact opposite, or they do something different to the advice you gave them. Now, this is what I'm going to say to you. You need to stop and you need to realise that you can't give your advice to everyone. Now, yes, you can give advice to everyone once in a while, but you can't keep repeating the same stuff you're telling them and you can't keep giving them advice all the time. Every time they have a problem, you can't give them your advice and let them not do anything about it. So maybe you've given them advice 3 times and you think your advice has been alright, and yet not one time they've taken it. They've just brushed it off, told you to take it, and they haven't. Not everybody is deserving of your advice. Not everybody is deserving of your words and the value of your words. Now, what I mean by that is every time you tell someone or every time you give advice to people, your words have value. Every time you speak, your words have value. The more and more someone disregards those words, the more and more they are devaluing your words. And the more and more you proceed to give them your words and your advice, the more you yourself start to devalue those words. And how can you ever respect your own advice if you're devaluing it yourself? If you're lowering the value of your words yourself, how do you ever expect anyone to take them words and take you serious? How? You can't help everyone. You can certainly try and help everyone, of course. I'm not saying don't be a nice person, don't give out advice if you think it suits someone's situation. But one, if you don't have any advice to give in that, if you've not gone through what they're experiencing, don't give any advice. Don't try and make up advice. Don't give them what you think would be the best option. You don't know. And 2, if you keep giving advice and it's basically like you're talking to a brick wall, you need to realise that this is no good. Stop, pull back, stop giving advice. Now, obviously, I'm not saying don't be a good person, don't give advice to people. You can certainly do that. But just know when enough is enough. Someone will only be helped when they want to be helped. So stop doing this. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I was that person I'm describing exactly like a year ago. It's taken me a whole year to try and take this in and apply it to my own life. It's taken me a year, but I realise it. So, yeah. It's time for you to do the same. If you find yourself in this situation, it's time for you to do the same. Remember, your words have value. And the last person that should be devaluing those words is you.